Panther Nation podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Yeah. Talk, let's chat. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing, cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible. Make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football, we discussing it all. On and off the field, you know exactly who to call. You know we the #1 podcast. Competition is non-existent, you need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan. Pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the cause. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast, and we poppin'. Let's go.
How you doing, man? You got your shades on again today. You know what I'm saying? I saw what you tweeted earlier today. I want to check and make sure you're all right, man. How you feeling? I don't. Yo, man. Is that me or you? Hold on. I'm hoping it's you. I can't hear you. I don't know if I can hear you. Can the chat? Can you guys hear Rashad? Or is it me again? Is it you or is it me again? Oh, it's you? Okay. All right.
Testing. All right. Better.
Yeah. All right. This is what happens when we don't test before we go live.
I changed the mic. My bad.
You're going in and out, but it's okay. You're too, so.
Still good. I should be good now.
All right. Yeah, I think so. I think you're good.
Yeah. What did I say this morning, Dave?
What did you say this morning? What did you say this morning?
I don't know. What did I say? You got to remind me.
No, I just remember you didn't say nothing this morning. I just remember last week when we were sitting on these chairs after the Cardinals game, I got a quote of shame on you for not watching. And you know what?
Did you watch this time?
I did. And I should have stayed my ass home and saved my bar money. I think, but there's one positive thing that happened today. And I posted it on Twitter. Because I think I'm going to put if I have control of stock up, stock down, I'm going to put a 49er player on stock up. The 49er player helped me win $500 today. And I'm thankful.
Who's that?
Jeff Wilson Jr.
Is that Alpha Underdog Fantasy?
No, it was not. Unfortunately, it was not.
Okay.
It was not.
All right.
No. See, I did the higher and lower with the pick'em with the insurance as well. And Baker Mayfield decided to throw for over 194 yards. And I was very disappointed. I did the under. I didn't think he was going to throw for 100. I didn't think he was going to throw for 194 yards. And he did.
Okay. Dave, we got to talk about this game. All right.
I know we are.
And so, listen. Let me just be clear. It's a lot of podcast listeners out there. It's a lot of podcasts, a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers that do podcast content. Oh, you agree with that, Dave, right?
No, I concur.
It's only a few that's in these streets. This podcast being one of them. I'm literally in these streets. I got money. I have everything on the line. I'm listening to PSL owners. I'm outside, okay? I'm at these games every week. It's only one podcast that's outside in these streets consistently. Let's be clear. Okay? So when I come up here and I talk about and I sit up here and I complain about things, it's not just me. It's what I hear from my fellow PSL owners that drop thousands of dollars on tickets. Okay? This is not acceptable. What we have to be subjected to every week. It's not okay for us to sit here and watch this. It's not, bro. This is not NFL football that we watch and subject ourselves to every week. Like I said, Dave, and Dave called me out on it. I said, Dave, you gotta watch the game. We can't. People called us out on it, Dave, and they said, yo, you gotta watch the game. You can't be up here being a damn content creator and not watching the game. But fuck, I'm with Dave.
And let me be clear. I didn't say I wasn't going to watch the game. I said I wasn't going to watch the game live because I understand I'm a content creator. I understand that you guys expect us to do the breakdown. So I am going to watch the games. I'm just not going to watch it during my time when I could be doing something else on my Sunday. Especially these 4 o'clock games where I definitely could be doing something different. 1 o'clock games, I can work with it. These 4 o'clock games, to wait after seeing good football for 3.5 hours, and for the last 2 weeks for 5 to 6 hours, then I walk in to a 4 o'clock game and see an in-depth offense, and then I see the other team who has a dominant offense, a dominant defense, making them look terrible, and you expect me to sit through that? When I can just watch that shit condensed in 45 minutes? Watch that shit faster than a Jeffrey Dahmer episode? No, I'm going with that route. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And that's what some of y'all should be at. And look, man, I saw that crowd. There was some Panthers fans in there, but it looked pretty damn red to me.
Dave, you saw the crowd, but I was there.
I know.
Bro, there was a lot of of 49ers fans in the building. The lower level bowl, every PSL owner sold their ticket on the visitor side. All of them. You know what? In fact, it might be a wise investment to buy PSLs on the visitor side lower bowl, because guess what? You could sell them to any team that's coming to Carolina and make a good grip.
That's true.
Because listen, I've seen a lot of franchises and other fan bases come in and overtake our stadium. I've seen it. But bro, they damn near had a good defense chant going on against our offense.
I believe.
I mean, a good one.
And I bet you ruled in
defense.
And I bet you Rule didn't prepare for it either. But shout out to Panther Rule 95 for the super chat. This got to be the worst offense I've ever seen. The only positive is we're gonna get either Young or Stroud. I've seen worse offenses from this franchise, believe it or not. And if you watched the 2010 season, you did too. Mock draft Monday tomorrow. Huh?
Yeah, it's coming. Mock draft Monday starts tomorrow. Facts.
Oh my God, dude. Are you
Facts.
serious?
I promised the people, Dave.
Oh, well.
I told people last week. I said if we lose, I'm starting my draft Monday. Let the draft profiles begin.
Well, and we got the number 1 pick too. So there you go. There you have it.
I made the people
appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the super chat.
Dave, I made the people a promise. I must deliver.
Well, I'm off tomorrow, so depending on what time you're doing it, let me know. I might actually do the first one with you.
I typically record them, but if you wanna jump in, we could do one. It'll probably be in the morning, like 8. I typically do them first thing in the morning.
Oh God, yeah, I can't do that.
Exactly.
Unless I do it live from the.
But Dave, I will say that we can go live early tomorrow because I don't have class tomorrow, so we can do 8:30 like we typically do. But anyway,
all right.
Anyway, let's stay focused. I tweeted out a couple things. If you're not following us on Twitter, follow us at Panther Nation PC. It was definitely shout out to Austin.
Shout out to Austin for the super chat.
It was packed in there. Shout out to my LB Sean Watkins. Sean Watkins was in the building today.
Oh God!
Got a picture with Sean. Shout out to my line brother.
I saw he was in there, man, with his missus.
With his missus. Shout out. They live in Ohio. Came down. He's a 49ers fan. They came to the building. He's from South Carolina, but a 49ers fan. Shout out to Jessica the bartender. She's lit. Stays lit.
That's why I'm doing the super chats, because I figured that you hooked up with Jessica today.
Shout out to Jessica the bartender, the homie. Okay, but just stay focused. Let's stay focused, Dave.
I'm here.
Okay, the positive. Do you want to be positive or negative?
Be honest.
Okay, so let's be honest. The good news is that we had over 60 plays today. That was something I said to watch. I think we tied or came close to time possession with the 49ers. The bad news, Dave, is we still have no offense. Our offense is, and shout out to our defense. When you have no Jeremy Chin, no Xavier Woods, no Frankie Louvu, that's damn near, Dave. Hold me. That's like what, a little over 75% of your defense missing. Hold me to it.
Yeah.
I mean, they fought. They fought the best they could. And they even created a turnover for us to not capitalize on. So like it's this, I'm listen. Okay, Dave. All right, Dave. I'm about to be blunt. Here because I've been waiting to do this.
Before you're blunt, let me say the super chat. Shout out to Jalen. The fans aren't obligated to support a trash product. Give us something to invest in, or we're going to be La Panteras de Ciudad de Mexico. I think that means we're going to end up in Mexico City, which is fine. You know, I requested Sundays off just to watch this team play. I'm with Dave because if I waste my Sundays when I could be at work or filling out college apps, you definitely should be filling out college apps, Amari. And shout out to you, but make sure you're filling one out to North Carolina Agricultural Technical State University.
Hey, Aggie Pride.
All right.
And Dave, I did invite Chris because his wife went to Fayetteville State, and I said they went to Fayetteville State homecoming. I said, bro, how about you come to a real homecoming and come to GHO? So Chris from Charlotte Vibe has an official invite to GHO, and he might rock with us. But anyway,
he won't make it to his reporting on Sunday if he comes on Saturday.
He might not. If he really indulges in GHO, he might not make it.
All right, one more super chat. All right, shout out to Keith Murray for the super chat. Yeah, but the Niners are missing like 75% of their starters and they're starting running back. Like, we got to be able to take advantage. They were way more hurt than us. Well, look, man, there's one thing they're not hurt on: coaching. I mean, I've been saying it, and I said it during the halftime report on Carolina Blitz today with Sheena and Vashti. It's the coaching, guys. Fire the shots. Macho Man ain't worth my time, but we could do something about Rule. But I have a theory about that, of why he might not be going anywhere anytime soon. But okay, all right, Dave, what do you get your blunt in? I'm not doing any more super chats till Rashad's done at this point.
Let me talk my shit. I'm tired because we got a lot of rule truthers that come up here on the show. Shout out to my man Carl Van, okay? Because he could be coming up from the shit every week.
He ain't show today.
He ain't show up last Monday. He ain't showing up now. He ain't showing up rather conveniently. Okay. But there is this coaching has left nothing to be desired. Okay. Let's be clear on this. Matt Rule is now 1-20. What, 7? Is that 7?
It is 7.
1-27 when a team scores more than 17 points against us. 17 or more. Excuse me. 17 or more points against us. Asinine. Okay. It's not a good look. I can no longer listen, this is me talking, Dave. I can no longer listen to a Matt Rule press conference. I'm done. Don't even think about pulling that shit up during this stream.
I won't. I wasn't even thinking about it.
I can no longer listen to a Matt Rule press conference of him sitting up here saying cap. Oh, he had a great practice. He had an unbelievable 3 weeks of practice. Oh, I can't believe it. He practiced so well during the week. I'm no longer listening to that bullshit. Okay, let's and nobody else on this stream should no longer take that because it's cap. I don't care. Listen, I said it on Charlotte Vibe earlier. I don't care what dudes do in practice. If it does not equate to the field, I don't give a shit. And there's not one time where a guy has said a guy has had amazing practice and they converted to the live game. Dave, bear with you. Listen to the shit. You listen to the post-game press conferences. How many times has he said Terrace Marshall had a great practice, a great couple of weeks of practice? He had a couple of catches today, but where was the amazing game at? Dave, how many times this man said CJ Henderson has had a bunch of good practices.
I laughed at this. And if this is, I'm assuming this is a joke.
No, they did. No, I heard it. Because I listened. And truth be told, Dave, that's when I cut the shit off. This is when I cut the shit off and said I can't listen no more of the bullshit.
They asked him about 1 in 27, and he said he had to watch the film.
And I think, shout out to Chris from Charlotte Vibe. I think he's the one to ask the question. But listen, I can no longer listen to the shit. I can't.
Jalen, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Yo, that is hilarious.
I'm done with the film. I'm done with listening to what the film. I'm done with it. I'm done.
My man said he said he done with the film watching.
What are we watching? What are we breaking down? Like, realistically, what are we even talking about?
I'm dying. My man said, I'm done with the film. Oh,
what are we talking about? And listen, man, shout out to everybody who goes to the game. Listen, I gave my parents tickets to the game, to the Bucks game. And poor my parents.
Oh, Jesus.
Poor my parents. Because they're going to be subjected to a divorced Tom Brady who's going to fucking dissect our shit down the field every single chance he get. And we're going to lose. Poor my parents. It's done. It's done. Like Slim said, it's over. It's over, bro. This regime is garbage. The more we hang on to it, the more we're digging ourselves into a hole. And shout out to Tepper. He might keep it because it may give us the number 1 overall pick. We're that bad, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the schedule. Where do you see another win coming? Crickets. Where's all the fucking optimistic folks at? Where y'all at? Because y'all was real loud saying we was being too negative. Listen, all me and Dave do is be a service to this damn franchise. We are a service. All we are a service, because you can sit up here and you can listen to Matt Rule sit up here and spew bullshit during his press conferences, or you can tune in to PNP where we keep it a buck. And we try to keep it a buck with y'all, but y'all talk about we being negative all the time.
So shout out to Wade Evans for the super chat. He didn't have a comment. Shout out to Greer Poplin. Told my wife I wouldn't make her go to any more games this year. I got jeered out of the stadium by 49ers fans. It's embarrassing to be there now. Yeah, we there, man. And shout out to My Car Hits. I see why CJ Henderson got traded. Yep, we see. We sure do.
And listen, let me keep it a buck with the CJ Henderson stuff. Listen, I apologize. Because listen, I can't take victory laps when I'm right and not come up when I'm wrong. I was wrong about CJ Henderson, bro. And listen, I don't think the PI call was fair call, but it wouldn't have mattered. The PI call wouldn't have mattered. We would have lost that shit anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. But I was wrong about CJ. He ain't the dude. So my bad. I apologize. Okay, I apologize about the CJ Henderson shit. My bad. I take a lot of victory laps when I'm right, and I gotta own up when I'm wrong. I was wrong about CJ Henderson.
I know. Look. I mean, I'll take some ownership, but I think you were on that train way more than I was. But I will take some level of ownership.
I was the damn conductor, Dave.
But let me tell you something. I was also on that rule train. I was on that rule train, and I rode that shit, and I'm continuing to ride that shit, and I've been right the whole damn way. So, and I stood my damn ground even when you guys tried to convince me otherwise. And now nobody's here to defend his ass. They all left. So I stand by what I felt about the situation when we hired him. I stuck to my guns. You guys thought I was tough on him. That man was a top 5 highest paid head coach in the NFL when he got signed. So yeah, of course the standards are different. Of course I have expectations. I don't want to hear it's going to take 7 years. And I damn sure don't want you to compare yourself to Jay-Z. We done with that. Some's going to have to give. But I will give him some credit. He hasn't lost a team yet, which is thoroughly impressive in itself.
How you know that?
From what I've heard, they still root for him. He hasn't lost the team yet.
Fuck
Now,
what you heard. What about the product on the field? Fuck
I
all
mean,
what you heard.
the product and losing the team are two different things. Shit, Rivera didn't lose the team when he got fired either. He didn't. They still played hard for him. But, the team understood it was a business. But Rivera had more than enough. He built a lot of goodwill over time. So it would take a lot for him to lose the team at that rate. I'm just amazed that Rule hasn't lost his team yet. But what it boils down to at this point is this. It's just a matter of time now.
Yeah,
and
that's what I said. I've been said that.
Yeah, but it's like the clock is different now. But I'm starting to question if Tepper's going to do it during the season. I think the only way he's going to do it is I think the only way it could possibly happen is if a college team walks in during the season. If a college team walks in and pays off the buyout and pulls him away. I think what'll happen is if Tep one day comes up and say, hey, I got this opportunity at whatever college, I don't think Tepper's going to, if Rule comes up and says that, I don't think Tepper's going to stop him. I think Tepper even help with the buyout at this rate. We know that Tepper's willing to let a coach go because he did that with Rivera during the season.
He definitely
I just don't know because he hired this guy whether or not his pride's going to get in the way of doing the right thing. They should have fired him at the end of last season. And if you want evidence why they should have fired him, look no further than the New York Football
Giants. Facts.
You guys convinced me that the Giants got a more talented roster than us, with Baker Mayfield withstanding.
That's exactly what I said, Dave. And you know what, Dave? It's funny you say that because when I tweeted this morning, I said that it pains me to sit up here and see that the Giants are sitting here 4-1. They got rid of a guy that had a better win percentage than Matt Rule. They got rid of his ass, and and I deleted this part, but I would argue that they have a lesser talented roster than us right now.
Oh, we do. They do.
Come on, man.
Bro. It goes back to show you that coaching matters. Like, it goes back to show you that coaching matters. But we are here acting like it doesn't. But coaching matters, guys. And if you want more examples of that, look no further than Geno Smith. Geno Smith has been in some of the absolute worst situations for a quarterback his entire career. That man shows up and actually got a damn head coach. He looks like a competent starting quarterback. Who would have thunk it? Coaching matters. Look what the hell's happening in Denver with Russell Wilson. You don't think coaching matters? It matters, guys. It matters. But you guys don't want to hear it. And yo, man, I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. I'm looking at the chat. And y'all talking about we the new Browns, we the new Detroit. We want to play on games in the last 30 games. We're bad. We're just bad right now.
But I get what they're saying. They're not saying like as a franchise, like the past franchise. They're talking about right now.
Oh yeah,
like right now. If we continue to hang on to this dude Matt Rule, absolutely we are the damn new Lions and new Browns or whatever. You can't talk about like past history of the Browns. We're better than that. We've been to the playoffs. We've been to the Super Bowls. They haven't. But if you want to compare recent history, you can absolutely say we turned into that shit. You can absolutely say it. Come on, bro. Oh, shout out to Will, man. Yeah, Will came through the section and hollered at your boy. Shout out to Will, man. He came through. And Dave, guess what I made to the big screen today, Dave?
You did.
Yeah, they put your boy on the big screen. Shout out to all my PSL folks.
That's 2 games in a row, ain't it?
Nah, I ain't make it to the big screen.
We made it on the big screen when I was there, and somebody put me in a Saints jersey. Yeah. Somebody photoshopped it and put me in a Saints jersey. It was hilarious.
I don't remember that.
It was in the Discord.
I don't remember that.
Nah, fam, it was in the Discord.
Nah, I don't remember that. We didn't make they might have took the fan cam joint. We didn't make the big screen though.
We made the fan cam then.
For everybody makes the fan cam, Dave. I'm talking about during the game on the big screen when they pan to folks.
Yeah,
we made that shit.
Hold on,
put it on the shit.
That's
the first time I ever been on the big screen.
I could have swore I saw somebody. It was 2 weeks ago. I gotta dig through this to find it though.
Baker in a walking boot. That's what they're saying, Dave. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Some people didn't think he was hurt. Some people didn't think he was hurt.
So. It don't matter. Baker, no Baker. Baker not changing the game. It don't matter. Don't matter who you put back there. What else do y'all need to see? Sam Darnold, Teddy Bridgewater, fucking Baker Mayfield. It don't matter. PJ Walker. Don't matter who you put back there, dog. It's not the quarterbacks 100%.
Man, I've been saying it for a while, man. Coaching matters. That isn't going to change. Coaching will always matter. Even if you don't think coaching does matter, coaching will always matter. I mean, I've been saying it since we hired him, but it's all about perspective. Everybody told me year 3 was the year, though. I'm not hearing too much of that anymore.
That's what they said. I ain't seen the people that, Dave. Seen not one soul come out and say,
man.
I'm about to start calling everybody out. Your girl King woman that calls me out on Twitter all the time, be all up in my shit. Ain't seen her post shit about Matt Rule. Ain't seen Carl Van. Ain't seen this. He took a van out the west or something. Ain't seen his ass nowhere. Ain't no Rule truther not in sight. All them motherfuckers gone. All of them gone.
Look, man. Look. I told y'all.
Where Carl Van at? Where his ass at? That's what I want to know. Where he at?
He ain't here.
He at? I want to know where Carl Van at.
He hot, man.
Tag him. One of y'all his friends. Somebody tell him to come on the shit. Tell him to come on PNP. I invite him. I'll give him a link to the stream right now.
Let me see.
Shout out to Will. See, Will saw me on the big screen.
That's what's up. Let me see here.
Now, where you at though?
I don't do what Saints fans used to do, man.
Yeah,
that ain't my style.
Hey, real talk. One of the PSL guys that sits in front of me talking about bringing a brown bag to the game, and the Boo Birds was out today, Dave.
I know they were.
They was outside today.
I believe it. Terrible.
I want to know where's Carl Van at? Where's Carl Van? The only time I seen him was after the victory we got against the Saints. That's the only stream he been on. You can't disappear when we trash and pop up when we get a W mysteriously. Don't be that dude.
Dude, he's running. Dude, a W ain't gonna help his case. So it's gonna be a couple W's needed for him to pop back up. He gone for a little while.
One of y'all his friend. Tell Carl Van to come out here.
Yeah, I'm dying. How you calling that man?
Somebody tell Carl Van to bring you. Sound like Carol Baskin out this mud. Carl Van equals Carol Baskin. Where Carl Van at? Yo, where he at?
Oh my God.
Ain't seen him since the week 2 Saints W. Because he only pop up when we get victories. It'd be a lot of L's, but don't see him in the joint. One of y'all his friends. Somebody text him.
Carl Van.
It's 300 people in here. One of y'all his friend. Somebody send him a text and tell him to jump on.
There it is. Yeah, we made the fan cam. You're right. And somebody put me in the Saints jersey. I feel some type of way about that.
Fan cam, Dave.
Huh?
Everybody makes the fan cam. It's literally a big picture of the stadium.
Oh, okay. I just love how somebody photoshopped the jersey, though. That's why, Let's see here. Let me go ahead and save this to the Dropbox.
Shout out to Walk. Walk saw your boy. I was definitely on the Jumbotron today. And shout out to my PSL folks. But I ain't, man. Listen, man. Listen. Okay, Dave? You want to really have a discussion? You ready to have a
Sure.
discussion or no, Dave?
Oh, I'm always ready to have a discussion.
Do you really want to talk about how many generational talents we've lost here, or that we're wasting?
Oh God. Oh
You
God.
got 22 on right now. That's one of them. I got on another one.
Wow.
You could argue Steve Smith is another one. Luke Kuechly, another one.
I mean, one thing I will say, to be fair, there's a lot of great players that never even get to play in the Super Bowl. I know we didn't win one, but there's a lot of great players that don't get to play in one. And some of the only person that you named so far that didn't get to play in one is McCaffrey. And it doesn't like and I don't see him playing in one in this team. I think the only way he's gonna get to play in one is if he gets traded somewhere else. Because we're a couple years out. I'm gonna be honest, we're a couple years away to even think about trying to go to a Super Bowl. I think we're a quarterback and a coach away from making the playoffs, but we're way away from getting to a Super Bowl game.
But it's okay to have a generational talent and like not go to a Super Bowl. I'm talking about winning. Like we wasting dudes off of like 9 winning seasons. Like,
yeah, but at the same time, Cam got to win a lot when he was here.
He did. That's true.
So did Luke. So did Steve Smith. They all got to win a lot. Steve Smith got to go to a Super Bowl, been in the playoffs a couple times. So a lot of them got to win a lot. So that's not fair. I mean, McCaffrey's the only one who's only had one winning season since he's been here. He's the only one. We could talk about Brian Burns. He hasn't had any winning seasons. Now those guys, like somebody like Brian Burns, yeah, you could argue it. But even Shaq Thompson got to see some success while he was here. You know what I'm saying? He got to be in the Super Bowl. So it's all about perspective. But yeah, man. But nah, man, I don't know what to say. Well, I mean, it's funny because we come up here every week. We tell you guys what it is. We complain. We try to say some good things too. But and I think now everybody's seeing the culmination of it. And I think a lot of the rule troopers are in the corner, the trap. They have no way to argue this. And the only ones that do have a way to argue this, all they can say, what they're saying is going to make them look silly, because they're at this point you're at the land of the indefensible. There's no way you can defend this shit at this point. You have a better shot defending the Jets making the playoffs than trying to convince yourself that Rule should still be the head coach of this team. Oh, we got the talent. We got the talent. But I said that prior to the season. We can make the playoffs off our talent, but it's all going to be on what the coaches do. Appreciate the super chat, man. You're pouring in. And
so real quick, Dave, Pro Football Talk, and they are a somewhat credible source. Pro Football Talk tweeted, "If everything I've come to believe about the Panthers owner David Tepper is true, he'll fire Matt Rule tomorrow." What are your thoughts on that, Dave?
He ain't fired. He get fired tomorrow.
I don't think so either. But this is Pro Football Talk. We gotta talk about it. Gotta put it out there. That is a somewhat credible source.
Nah, if it is, I'll be here. Look, if it happens, it'd be great. I got the day off. A good time to.
I'm turning all. Listen, I'm here too. I'm not off, but I'm here, and I'll be ready.
I'm kind of curious if Tepper actually loses money on the team at some point, or if the fan attendance and merch sales slump enough. I really wonder how much he truly cares about what is going on here. So the league shares their money. So Tepper ain't losing shit. And if they sell the Washington team, and if they sell the Washington team like they're saying that they might force Dan Snyder out, that's pretty much one of the most valuable franchises in the league. That's going to help everybody's value go up once they sell that team. So Tepper's not losing anything because
he's not. And realistically, the only thing that if he does care about is optics. Yes. Like, because At the end of the day, like 70,000 of the majority of the seats are owned by PSL owners, which are already sold. So he has his money. Doesn't matter who shows up to the game at the end of the day because those seats are already sold. Whatever a owner decides to do with that ticket is their business. They capitalize off of that. But Tepper, at the end of the day, has made his money off the ticket sale already. Doesn't matter who sits in the seat. The PSL owner has paid for the seat already. So it doesn't matter who shows up to the game. It doesn't matter if they're half empty because they're sold already. The bottom line is the money's in his pocket already. It doesn't matter if they don't show up or not.
Yeah, and let's go back to the discussion with regards to optics. Appreciate the super chat, Nervash. When you talk about the optics, it all depends on the owner that you have, right? I believe that David Tepper is the type of owner that does care what his perception is to a point, right? Not completely, but to a point. Like, he ain't Mike Brown is where I'm getting at. He's not Mike Brown, bro. He ain't the Bengals owner.
Dave, he called us basement Twitter, dog. He don't give a shit.
He called us basement Twitter?
Where you been?
Well, he called us basement Twitter. That means he's watching.
Which means he's watching and don't give a shit.
Well, we say all this to say is that it would take a lot for him to lose money on the team because it's league sharing. Like, and there'll be a point where there'll be some level of pressure on the franchise from the other owners before there's even a sliver of that, because they league share. You know, that's why Mike Brown don't need an outdoor facility or have a scouting team that can actually scout across the nation. You probably didn't know that, did you? The Bengals does not have a fully staffed scout team.
Don't give a shit.
Nah, I'm not this type of guy, man. I'm not going to be out here taking bets about when that man's going to get fired. We're not doing that. Appreciate the super chat, though. C-Mac and Brian Bird sound like they ride for rule. I mean, look, man. We'll see what happens. If you believe PFT, he might get fired tomorrow. How can Baker be worse than Sam? But he has been. He's not a QB1. I told y'all before we traded for for Baker, that Baker was going to probably struggle here because we ain't got what the Browns had. I told y'all this. And he got more than what I thought he was going to get. I told y'all this. He done turned DJ Moore into OBJ. Are you muted, bro? I can't hear you.
Hold on. Will, if he didn't give an ish, he wouldn't say anything. Bro, he hasn't said shit. The only reason why he said anything because he was asked. When he was asked about what's the most difficult part about being the owner by Steve Smith, he said, "Oh, basement Twitter." That's when we first heard about it, and that was during the preseason. That man ain't said shit. He was super vocal when Teddy Bridgewater was asked, according to him. He was super vocal about getting Teddy Bridgewater up out of here. We ain't heard shit since Sam Darnold and Baker are being asked. We ain't heard nothing. We ain't heard shit. He ain't said nothing. Meanwhile, but prior to that, we heard all kind of shit during the season about our quarterback's currency and the quarterback play needs to get better. But we ain't heard shit since then. Are we going? Dave, we keeping it all right. You want me to shut up?
No, you're right. Yo, he's
Are we gonna keep it a buck on here or nah? Are we gonna keep it a buck?
Bro,
I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna mute because you don't want me to keep it a buck. They don't want me to keep it. I'm gonna mute.
Who, me? I'm good. Just remember that you're muted. Finishing your lunch, finishing your dinner, man. I damn sure gonna have to do something after this show. All right, let me see here.
Y'all want me to keep it a buck up on this show. Y'all want me to pacify y'all and say everything gonna be okay. But y'all don't want me to keep it a buck.
Bro, I never was high on Baker or Sam in that draft. Let me be clear. I always thought Lamar and Josh Allen were better options. I thought the Browns and Jets were crazy for taking them two over those other guys. All right. Nah, real message is you go ahead and take the coach out of his misery. That's how you send a message. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead, you fire the head coach, you put another black guy to act, and then he doesn't win any games. Y'all don't give him a chance to get the head coaching job and just be done with it. You know, because you already did it once. Might as well do it again, right?
Okay, so Tyler, sir, you're right. This statement.
No, stop. No. Let me take this.
No. I got it. No, Dave. I got it. Hold on 1 second. You can follow me up. You're right. This statement is 1,000% correct. Teddy isn't the franchise. Neither is Sam. Neither is Baker. You're absolutely 1,000% correct. Teddy was never the franchise quarterback. It's not that. The problem is how the fuck they were treated when they were here. That's the fucking problem. Do you want me to keep it a buck up here or no? Because David Tepper's ass was all kind of vocal about the quarterback position when Teddy Bridgewater was the quarterback. Now that we've missed on Sam, we missed on Baker, where the fuck is David Tepper at? Are we going to keep it a buck or no? Because all we heard when Teddy Bridgewater was the quarterback was he wasn't good enough. Which is true. He's not the franchise quarterback. But neither are these fuckers either. Meanwhile, they both on the goddamn roster.
Wait. You're not. But what we're failing to realize is this, sir. See, the difference is this. We never thought, this franchise never thought, even the coach at the time did not think that Teddy Bridgewater was a franchise quarterback. They thought that Sam and Baker was. That's the difference. Otherwise, you don't trade for him. They knew that Teddy was literally a bridge to the next guy. They knew that. We knew who Teddy was. And then we trade Teddy after 1 year, and he gets more wins on the other team, on the team we traded to, and paid to do it than he did for us. They knew Teddy wasn't going to be the franchise quarterback. Teddy was a bridge to the next phase, and they didn't give that man enough time to fix the problems that they had. That team was not that good when Teddy was the starting quarterback. We had one of the worst defenses in the NFL and one of the worst offensive lines in the league. And then the following year, we said, no, we're gonna move Teddy, go get Sam. Then we take Sam and give him an offensive line just as bad as what he had with the Jets, and then wonder why he was terrible. And you can say that he was a terrible quarterback because he didn't show anything in New York. But we've just saw what's going on with Geno Smith, that sometimes if you have a good personnel around him, if you have a good head coach, maybe, just maybe, somebody can turn around. We ain't got that. We ain't had that for Sam. Then we finally fixed the offensive line. This is probably the best offensive line we've had since shit. I don't know if Cam's ever had a line as good as this one. So the best offensive line that we've had since the Fox era. Since the Fox era, the best offensive line we've ever had.
2008.
2008, the best offensive line we've ever had. And then we put Baker there. And Baker knows how to play. At least you guys claim y'all try to convince me he could play when he has a good line. And he's still out here. That damn pick six today, bro. Like, you didn't see what I saw because you were watching in the crowd. Maybe you glanced at the replay when he threw the pick.
I gotta watch the game again.
When you watch to see what the fuck happened, and this stream gonna get flagged. When you watch and see what happened when that pick happened, the way he hesitated before he threw that ball, bro. Like, he's not confident in his decision making. And we saw that all game today. He's just not confident in his decision making. He's hesitant. The one thing I'll give Darnold credit for, even if it's the wrong decision, he freaking makes it. He makes his decision. Same as PJ. Same as Teddy. They make the decision. Baker refuses to do it. And then he's got the gall to call out the fans. Bro, this ain't Cleveland. This ain't Cleveland, guys. Baker, this ain't Cleveland, bro. This ain't it. We'll pack you up.
packed.
We will pack you up.
You might well keep that fucking boot on because we
Keep
need
the
to see
boot
your ass
on,
from
bro. Keep the boot on.
Listen. I saw all the quarterback breakdowns this week about fuck all that. I'm tired of the excuses, yo. Fuck all that because nobody else got the convenience that this motherfucker gets. If we go, you want me to? I shut up because y'all want me to pie for real. Y'all want me to pie because ain't nobody else come out here. Ain't nobody else came out here when damn Teddy or anybody else was the quarterback and gave all this motherfucker excuses that this dude is getting. Y'all want me to pod or no? Because I done seen too many streams about everybody. Orlovsky, this motherfucker, who else done came out and put out a video breaking down all 22, talking about, oh, it's the receivers not doing this. It's not. I'm sick of it. Because all this motherfucker got the nerve to have the best offensive line we done had since 2008.
He out here ruining it, bro.
And the best offensive line. All the Panther fan base has done is complain about the offensive line play. How they ain't doing what it takes. Offensive line. Me and Dave was the leader of the goddamn pack. We was out here screaming about the offensive line. Me and Dave was on we was the conductors of the train. We was the conductor of the train, bro, about how bad the offensive line. You can no longer say, no one can no longer say the offensive line is the problem. The excuses are gone. Because if you gave the same offensive line to Teddy Bridgewater or maybe even, dare I say, Sam Darnold, things would be different.
Well, don't worry, man. We might get to see what it looks like with Sam Darnold next week.
Dave, you want me to pod or no? Because I don't think they want me to pod. They don't want me to. I'm about to shut up. I'm about to because they don't want me to pod for real.
Take a rest. Let me do the super chat. D'Angelo, the legend. Appreciate the super chat, my brother. All this is karma. They played Cam and threw Teddy under the bus. It might be, bro. It might be. Shout out to Jay Thomas. Didn't pay Baker nothing. A shot in the dark. A gamble. Can't blame them for trying. Man, get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. Appreciate the super chat, though. But get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. We still paid a portion of the contract. And we still had to give up a draft pick to get him.
It's not just about his contract. It's about compounding it on top of a Sam Darnold contract.
Of Sam Darnold, too.
And it's compounding issues. And then talk about trading away damn Teddy and all this other. It's a compounding issue. You're looking at it in isolation, which I agree. If you look at it in isolation, yeah, we didn't give up that much for him. You're absolutely right.
But it's the reason why but it's about, like you just said, bro, it's about what we had to do, right? We gave up. So we gave up a decent chunk to get Sam. We couldn't afford to give up more for Baker because we already gave us some for Sam.
Bro, Cash is right. We packed up Joe Brady, bro. We packed his ass up. Yo, y'all packed Joe Brady ass up, blamed him, said he was the problem.
And he
got his ass up out of there.
My man is in Buffalo flourishing, bro. My man is out in Buffalo. He said, yo, let me go back to the old Carolina regime, see what this looks like.
Yo, packed his bags for him, got him up out of here. Thought he was the issue.
Real talk, though, when we go back and look at this, we're going to talk about how we literally let all our guys walk out of here, bro.
Bro, yes, sir. We can have a whole pod.
It probably won't happen
from a personnel, bro. From even a personnel standpoint, to coaches, to fucking GMs, we could make a whole documentary out this motherfucker.
Yo, it's not. It doesn't look good.
From as little as a dude like Denzel Perryman, just even little shit like that, letting him go, letting dudes like James Bradbury, Rasul Douglas, and I'm just going off the dome, James Bradbury, Bean, all these dudes letting them walk. If we would have just stayed the course, kept it in house, we would have, dare I say, potentially won a Super Bowl, Dave. You want me to pod or you want me to shut up? Dave, just let me know. You want me to pod, Dave?
If the Bills
don't want me to pod.
If the Bills win the Super Bowl, ooh wee.
They don't want me to pod, Dave.
Bro, dog, just look at Buffalo. Look who's leading the pack right now. Look who the GM is right now. Look who's the head coach right now. And now they're sending other tentacles to other franchises. Look at where Barry Dayball came from. Fam.
Bro, it's such a mess, bro. It's such a mess, man. Hey, they want me to go ISO. They want me to go ISO.
ISO.
They want me to go ISO. They don't want me to go ISO, man.
Steven Jenkins.
I am
shout out
sick.
to the super chat.
I am sick and tired, bro.
They want you to cook, man.
Bro, I am sick. I am tired. Bro, even my family making fun of me. Every time I walk in the door, did y'all win? Y'all fucking know we didn't win, Dave. They knew we didn't win. You gonna ask me that bullshit. Knew we didn't win.
Yo, my daughter does this shit too. And my daughter's with her mom. So I'm so glad I ain't had to hear it when I walked into the house. I would have had to hear it was like, did y'all win? I remember the 1 week where we won when I was out of town. We won. She didn't know what the score was. But when I came home, the following day after I came home, she was like, y'all won on Sunday? When we beat the Saints? It's like, yeah, we won.
We beat the Saints with Jameis had a broken back.
Spinal.
If we go keep spinal. If we gonna keep it a bug, they don't want us to pod. When I said it, they ain't want me to pod. Not bad, yo. I'm sick, yo, bro. I'm so sick, and I want to send a. I wish David Tepper, bro. I wish I could just speak to this motherfucker, cause he called us Dave. I'm a part of Basement Twitter. He called me Basement Twitter. I take offense to it, cause I'm a hard pork. You see that flag right there, Dave?
I'm a PSL owner. You're a PSL owner,
Facts.
baby.
Paying good money, and shout out to all my PSL owners that pay good money alongside me. Bro, we tired. And some of the PSL owners don't even want to boo. Shout out to I don't know her name. It's a older couple that sit in front of us. I said we're gonna boo at halftime. They said we can't boo. We don't want to boo, and I respect it. And they don't even want to boo because they can't boo the team. But they hurt. They hurt like everybody else, bro. They need to have a real dude like me be a consultant so I can be the ears to the streets. Tepper need me as a consultant, bro. If you want to keep it a buck, somebody from the Panthers need to hit me up. And I know they listen because they try to mute me every chance they get. They want to turn me off. They know the security know me. They want to turn me off. They don't want me to pod. They try to turn me off. They don't follow me back. They don't want PNP to thrive out in these streets.
For those who understand what this means, y'all have no idea how insulting this is. Y'all know how bad Winston-Salem State is in football this year. That is terrible. Carl Van sitting in front.
This shit sucks, man. It sucks. And then what's so bad is that we as a pod, Dave, we get hated on, and we get backlash for voicing our opinion when we keeping it a buck, and it's coming to fruition. Dave said it's soon. Dave, and listen, I was on the fence. I'm not gonna lie. I gave him a little bit of a shot, but Dave, if you've been listening to this pod since Matt Rule was hired, Dave was 1,000% against the shit. Y'all called him negative. Y'all called him, oh, Dave, you got the. Dave, you just a hater. Dave, y'all ain't want Dave to pod.
The only positive thing that came, the only positive thing that came out of that hire was the firing of Hurney. The only thing. Because when you sit down and think about it, I don't know if he would have been the guy if they would have just hired the GM and the coach at the same damn time instead of keeping Hurney around. So, yeah, no. I knew what it was, man.
We get the backlash for keeping it a buck. That's all we do. We've been Panthers fans for a long time. For those of you that don't know who we are and don't know when this pod started, we've been fans for a long time, bro. Since before Cam, since day one, 95, 93, when it was announced. Like we've been fans. So we know what it's like. We know what a successful franchise looks like. We know how it's run. So when we see some shit not going the right way, we have context clues to go back to. We know what it looks like, bro. This shit ain't it. This franchise is not right now. We are in dire straits. And right now, if they don't let Matt Rule walk tomorrow or the week, it's gonna get buried deeper. And then don't let a singular win blind you, because that's what we did with the Saints.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all after we won.
When we had a broken Jameis Winston spinal injury. Because guess what? Even when Andy Dalton came in, I told y'all during the preview, I said a healthy Andy Donald scares me more than a broken Jameis. And he went out there and balled against the Vikings. They still lost the game, but they would have beat us with Andy Dalton. That's facts.
Yep. All I'm gonna say is this, guys. After we beat the Saints, I said this win will be known as a mirage if we don't beat Arizona next week. And then when we didn't beat Arizona next week, I said, well, this is going to be a nice little ride that we're going to be dealing with for the next couple of weeks. So we're going to see what's going to happen. I'm just saying, like, we're going to see what's going to happen. Like, some people think that Rule might be out of here this week. We'll see. If he's going to be out of here, it's got to be tomorrow. Otherwise, he's going to do this again next week against the Rams. I know we're
not winning another. Bro, I'm telling you, even the Falcons look like serviceable at this point. Like they look like they're competing.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I think if they get Rule out of here and they put the right interim coach, we'll win a couple more games this year.
Exactly.
We'll win a couple more games this year. We're not gonna make the playoffs, but we'll win a couple more games this year. But maybe Tepper, in his heart of hearts, he believes that they actually could be legitimately competitive if he could see that coaching has been a big factor. And maybe he will make the decision to let him go. Maybe he might feel like we can still salvage this season because we're not that far away, guys. Like I think you guys think that we're the worst team in the league. We're the worst team in the league, not because we don't have the talent. It's because we got a terrible coach. And we got NFL coaches on that coaching staff that can actually do something. And I'm not talking about Ben McAdoo. And you know what's funny? We get to play Pittsburgh and Detroit. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Detroit will beat us.
Pittsburgh probably will too.
Pittsburgh, I'm not too sure about.
By the time we play, Pickett will probably figure it out by then. In my opinion. Or Pickett might get hurt, and then we'll see Mitch, and Mitch will beat us. Mitch can beat us. So, yep. So when we do your draft tomorrow, all 32 NFL teams are potential until they start playing, guys. But we said prior to the season that the big thing that's going to kill us is the talent. I mean, not the talent, the coach, excuse me. It ain't the talent that's going to kill us, it's the coaching. So we'll see what happens, man. But get ready, guys. This might be a minute. We might not win a game for a while. Appreciate the super chat, Eddie. We might not win a game.
Shout out to Tennessee State. They had their homecoming too.
And they won. After losing to a Division II school the week before. They won their game. I'm happy for them. They beat Bethune this week. So shout out to Tennessee State. I tried to get the Tennessee State Nikes. Them joints sold out in seconds, bro. It was a they did a lottery for them. I ain't get picked. They only made 18 pairs in my size. I was very disappointed. I'm worried that they're gonna do the same for the A&T ones when they come out later this month. But anyway.
But yeah, so that's what it is, man. That's what it is, yo. We the Panthers right now are not it, bro. I'm tired of coming up here and repeating the same shit about the Panthers. It's getting old, bro. And
one thing
I just want to explore some winning. This is not gonna happen with this organization. My bad, Dave. Go ahead.
One thing I will say, there will be some level of irony if they do remove Rule and put Steve Wilkes as the interim coach, considering the lineage. That would be some.
It would be. It's full
crazy irony, full circle action. If they end up letting Rule go and they put Steve Wilkes in as the interim coach, because for those who have been fans of the Panthers and y'all were here during the Cam era, because most of y'all know where he came from. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't think it's called tanking. There's no positive in tanking, bro. There's no positive in tanking.
Yeah.
Never. We've interviewed more than enough players. Them players are trying their best. They're busting their ass. They don't want to lose either. That's why I get bothered. I get bothered when folks talk about let's just tank. No, them boys are putting forth the best effort that they can. Those men are doing the best that they can.
Yo, they have contracts to play for. Nobody's tanking. Like, you got guys out there playing for their future. Nobody's taking. Baker Mayfield himself. Like, this, we want to talk about Baker. We're gonna keep it a buck. This dude is literally playing for his
career.
Exactly. If he does not succeed this year, his career is over. Why the fuck would he tank? Why would he even, like, he needs to play at his best. So y'all need to stop with the tank talk. Like, that's not in regards, just, I'm not trying to take a shot at the super chatter. We appreciate that. But I hate having this conversation about tanking every year because it's the realistic view. And we've talked to several players. It's not going to happen. They have futures and kids. Are you gonna go to your job and be like, "Fuck, I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna do my job this week because I want to make sure we get the number 1 draft pick"? No, you're not. You're gonna play. You're gonna perform because you need to get paid and you need to get that bonus. You're gonna play like you got to do some shit. That's what these players are doing. So stop it with the tank talk. It's not gonna happen, bro. That shit doesn't happen.
Like, you guys think that the 01 Panthers tanked? You think that the 2010 Panthers tanked? They didn't. Both of those teams had talent challenges. Them boys, especially that 01 Panthers team. People forget that I think like 10 of those games were within the possession that they lost when they went 1-15 that year. Them boys played hard. And that season kind of birthed the Super Bowl year a few years later because a lot of the players that was on that Super Bowl team was on that 1-15 team as well. Steve Smith was on that 1-15 team. Rasheed Muhammad was on that 1-15 team. There was a lot of good players that was on that 1-15 team.
Dave, you stop saying, because I want to snitch so bad.
Shut up.
I know.
Now, I appreciate the super chat. Does it sound crazy that I think that all the answers to our problems are on the team and the coaching staff and in the QB room already?
Boy, oh boy.
Look, the answers, like, for this season, yes. Long term, probably not, because the quarterback is definitely going to change after this year. I think that's a given. Maybe we'll tell the Patrons. If you want to know why Rashad's laughing, if you want to know why Rashad's, if you want to know why Rashad's laughing, become a Patreon. I'll put it on the ticker right now. Hold on.
Fuck, boy, oh boy.
I'll put it on the ticker right now. But
listen,
there you go,
bro. I wouldn't give a shit about the Panthers right now. Like, I could care less about them.
Yo,
but boy, oh boy.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Y'all have no idea.
None.
Y'all have no clue, bro. Boy, you think we've been just lollygagging?
Yeah, they do.
Dave, they think we just been sitting on our damn hands, B.
I know.
Fuck that.
I know.
We outside.
I'll throw it in the Discord today after the show.
Outside.
I'll throw it in the Discord later today.
Outside.
I'll throw it on the Discord. If you become a Patreon, I'll throw it in the Discord later today.
Yeah, believe that. But anyway,
we'll let y'all know when it's time to let y'all know. We'll let everybody else know when it's time, but we'll let y'all know. It'll be soon. I promise you that. If everything falls like we anticipated, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Awesome. It is Jiho season.
Jiho season is upon us. Hey, listen, if you are a PNP listener, you want to come to Jiho, which is North Carolina A&T State University's homecoming. If you want to come to that,
by the way,
come by our tailgate. You are more than welcome. Dave and I will be in the building. If you want to come by, grab a picture, holler at your boys. It's in Greensboro, North Carolina. Come through, man. We're gonna have a blast. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. Come through and holler at your boys.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Gio is gonna be crazy this year. You know, I'm kind of conflicted though because I do want to go to the game, and we playing Campbell this year, so I'll probably go to the game. I'll be there in the morning for sure during the parade and all that, but I got to go to the game, man. A&T's playing Campbell. That's gonna be a big game. That might be for the conference.
I probably won't be at the game, but
I got season tickets.
I'll probably be
there.
like watching it or listening to it in some way, shape, or form.
I might leave at the half after the band plays, but I got to at least get in there for the first half at a minimum. But we'll see. Yeah, G-Ho's gonna be crazy this year, man. You ain't kidding. Yeah, we outside.
It's gonna be lit. Come through and holler at your boys. We're gonna have a tent set up on Laurel Street. If you from an A&T alum, you know what Laurel Street is. That's the strip across from Cooper Hall. Holler at us.
See, this is unsat. You guys can see our schedule, man. We fine. We still win the conference. We fine. We good. You know, Toon about to break Tariq Cohen's record. Did you know that?
Which one?
Consecutive 100-yard games.
Well,
he could tie it.
Yeah, that ain't the. I mean, ain't the real.
I mean, you know what?
Tariq got mad records.
He does.
He got a long way to go to be the man. Breaking one record doesn't make you the man. Consecutive 100-yard games, that don't make you the man.
No, but it's still impressive. And considering who he did it against too is impressive too.
That don't make you the man. Don't give a shit. That one don't make you the man. Become the all-time leading rusher or some shit. Something like that.
He got a shot.
He might. And okay, we got a couple years to do that.
He does.
That don't make you the man.
That man got time. He got time. He gonna be playing on Sundays.
Hey, catch me off East Market with a fifth.
Okay.
Shout out to the homie Jackson. Yeah, Mr. Jackson out here. Action Jackson gonna get it done. Shout out to I don't bro be on the streams all the time. I don't know how to pronounce this shit. But yeah.
Indy Hedden.
Hedden, yeah. Okay, we're gonna rock with that. Shout out to, yeah, facts.
Indy
Come holler at us at our tailgate, man. We're gonna be outside. Come holler.
So did I tell you, man? I made a article this week. Somebody quoted my tweet in an article this week.
Which one? About what?
It was about I guess UNC got this thing called DHO.
Oh, nobody care about that.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yo,
I just thought it was hilarious.
Everybody want to be A&T, but only when it's convenient.
Well, they want to be A&T when it's convenient and when it doesn't require a lot to do, and that's what's happening right here. There was a big Twitter spat about that, man. I got in the middle of it. You know, it's rare that Jackson State, North Carolina Central alums agree with A&T alums on something, and this is one of those moments. So, anyway, never duplicated. All right, so what? So now what, man? We're gonna break down the numbers tomorrow.
Yeah,
and then we're gonna see what it's gonna be looking like. See if we're gonna try.
Mock draft Monday tomorrow morning, at some point. Somebody, if you don't see it by 9, if you don't see it by 10 a.m., somebody tweet me because I may have forgotten.
If you don't see it by 10 a.m., I might be in it.
Yeah, if you don't see it by 10 a.m., you might not get it until lunchtime because I got to go to the gym too.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm around.
So yeah, somebody shoot me a tweet and say, "Yo, where Mock Draft Monday at?" You'll get it tomorrow because I told you I was gonna do it. But yeah, man, we trash, bro. Panthers are trash. I'm tired of it. A lot of PSL owners are tired of it. We're getting embarrassed. Our stadium's getting overrun. But it should be no more signals to David Tepper that this shit is awry and something needs to change. Like holding on to this dude does nothing more than show that you don't want to be wrong in the guy that you chose. Or every week that you hold on to this dude.
Or you're waiting to see if the boosters from a college will pay off his buyout. Pay the buyout for him. That's the other thing too. Because there's already word got out, like he refused to answer the question when they asked him whether or not he was Hayden Hurst. Damn it. I should have played him. Whether or not he was being asked, whether or not other colleges reached out to him. We all know that that's the case. I mean, there's too many big college jobs open right now for them not to call roll. I mean, even though we're giving him so much grief about being an NFL head coach, he's still respected as a college football coach. So I think if the right opportunity shows up, those boosters will pay that bill.
Man, fuck all that, man. Get him out of here. Tepper can buy out or no buyout. Don't matter. Tepper got it. If you want to increase the happiness of this fan base, you got to get somebody. You have to get an offensive mind in the building. This dude has no specialty, bro. Bro, Dave, what blows my mind, Dave, is that there's literally dudes getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to sit next to David Tepper and advise him about who the right coach is. And they literally told him to choose a dude like Matt Rule. When I could have told you, when Dave could have told you, a bunch of people that follow the NFL could have told you that this dude's not the right choice. He doesn't have a skill set. He's a people manager. Bro, have him be the GM or some shit if you want him to, or some sort of consultant if you want him to manage people. But the head coach needs to have a specialty. Like I said, when the offense isn't going right or the defense isn't going right, he needs to be able to take the reins and say, you know what, this is mine. I got it. You take the coordinator, your ass is about to be up out of here. I need to take over and run the plays. Matt Rule offers no such thing. When shit isn't going bad, when shit is going bad, Matt Rule can't do shit about it. That's why we continue to look like shit every single week. He's relying on these coaches, and these coaches might not be the right dude for the job. McAdoo, he hired McAdoo. Ain't the right dude for the job. McAdoo, a dude like McAdoo was available for a reason.
He was the dude that was willing to take the job. That's the difference.
And was available to take it.
Yep.
A veteran dude like McAdoo is available for a reason. Come on, man. It don't take a dude that's making hundreds of thousands of dollars to tell you that. We said it as soon as you hired him. He doesn't coach offense or defense or special teams. We need an offensive mind here, a young offensive mind. Look at what's happening. You could even make the argument for defensive guy. But I'd rather have the offensive guy. That's just where the trend is going. It don't take a rocket science to tell you this. But anyway, Dave, I digress. I'm tired, man. I hate having to do this every week. I hate complaining all the time. I really want to be up here and talk shit to other fan bases and be like, in the meantime,
we only been able to do that to Big Q all season, man. It might be the last time we get to do it.
In the meantime, I gotta police the section and make sure they know 49ers fans talking shit. Cause it's a couple of them that was in here getting a little rowdy, a little reckless. And I gotta tell them, yo, chill. Y'all winning, but you need to relax. Cool. That's cool. You got it. But chill out. Okay. You ain't about to be up here talking shit. That's my job as the section man. I got to make sure that nobody out here talking reckless to our Panther fans. So that's what I do. You got to sit down. Bro, you got it. Y'all got it. 49ers, you got it. But you ain't about to be up here talking shit. Take that shit somewhere. You're not even from San Francisco. You never seen San Francisco in your life. You want me to pod today? You want me to pod or no? Because I mean, that's the truth. Half of 49ers fans have never been to San Francisco in their life.
My man said, you ain't never been to.
They saw Jerry Rice catch a few catches, and now they 49ers fans.
They out here saw Joe Montana and Steve Young throw these passes to Jerry.
You want me to pod or no? Because this real talk.
It's funny because I know a lot of folks that are 49ers fans, and they can't probably point San Francisco on the map.
But shout out to the 49ers fans. I'm just
not shout out to them.
Disrespect. I'm not going to tolerate no disrespect in my stadium, bro. In my section specifically. You can take that shit on down up to the 500s, but I'm not about to be out here tolerating. No, you're not about to disrespect. me or anybody else in my fan base talking reckless, telling us to sit. Nah, it's not happening. You want to tell me to sit down in my section, bro? It's not happening. It's not happening.
My man,
just because your granddaddy like Joe Montana don't mean your ass can come to our stadium and talk shit. Because you as a 49ers fan, you had Kaepernick for 1 year. Take your ass on somewhere and sit down because you ain't seen shit.
My man said,
you want me to pod or no? They don't want me to pod.
Listen, my man said, he said, y'all ain't never been to San Francisco.
You ain't never seen San Francisco. Ain't never seen the little trolleys. I've been out there. I know how much rent is out there. I've been out there.
So what are you trying to what are you trying to say, Rashad? Are you trying to say that most of the 49ers fans are income challenged? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say right now?
No,
I know I can't afford it. I know I can't afford to live out there.
I can't afford it either. I can't afford it either.
That
That ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if how you gonna be a fan of a place and you ain't never seen the team, you're not from the city, because your granddaddy like it, don't mean you need to.
Even my daughter, she's a Panthers fan. She's been in the stadium. She's been to Charlotte. She's been to the Carolinas.
Right. Hold up. How you gonna like the 49ers and you from damn Rocky Mountain? You from damn Boone's fuck South Carolina and you a 49ers fan. Man, if you don't get your ass up out of my stadium.
Man.
See, I don't be liking that, Dave. I don't be liking that.
Man.
And they ain't gonna have the nerve to come up here and talk shit in my stadium, but you ain't never seen your stadium before. But gonna come up in mine. You ain't never seen Candlestick Park when it was really good. You ain't seen that. You want me to pod or not?
You don't remember when they still had the baseball field on the park in the stadium?
Right. You ain't never seen Candlestick Park when it was really good.
Y'all ain't about that life, man.
It ain't been really good since Candlestick Park, but y'all want to talk shit to us? And if you don't get the fuck out of my stadium.
Lamar over here.
Anyway,
Lamar about to get slammed. Good God Almighty!
Shout out to all. Listen, I'm talking junk at the end of the day. Shout out to all the 49ers fans, except for the ones that was in my section talking junk, because I'm gonna check you. But anyway, shout out to all the 49ers fans. Y'all got the W. Y'all beat the shit out of us. I'm just talking. I'm joking. It's all pod jokes. But anyway, like, subscribe, notification bell. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go watch Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon. Take a shower. I'm out. My voice by gone. I'm tired of being a Panthers fan for right now. We out of here. Big news coming, hopefully. Keep us in your prayers.
Yeah.
If you do that.
Peace, guys.
Peace out, y'all.